EDR Ministries Bishop E.D. Richardson ministering a fresh strength for a new season.
You are in a new era of your life, and whatever you have battled, dealt with, gone through, been abused in, used in, lacked in, etc., and the list can go on. The day for that, for the Zonites, for the 21st century Issachar nation, for my power warriors, that day is behind you. You are now experiencing a new entrance into a new season, and in this new season, greater is in store for you. I need you to get the truth in your spirit this morning that there is a promise given unto you, and that promise now is beginning to manifest from you. That which God has spoken into your life in previous days, that which God has given you in past times, that which God has already assigned to your life in a season before now, shall now begin to reveal itself in a season present as well as a season coming. I'm talking to somebody. Somebody's been in a place, in a relationship where they've been getting abused too long, been getting beat down too much, gone through too much, have been made to feel worthless and useless, but God is exiting you out of that and ushering you into a new entrance. You are entering a new season, and you need to recognize that you are leaving the land of bondage, chains, shackles, to being abused, misused, taken advantage of, laid aside, thrown aside, ostracized, whatever. God is ushering you out of that now, and you're in a new season. But you say to me, you say, but Bishop, I don't even feel like traveling. I don't even feel like going to what God has assigned me to entertain right now, because what I've been going through over the past 10 years, 15 years, 20 years of my life has taken a toll on me, has worn me down, beat me down, and all I feel like doing now is just laying over here on the other side of this Red Sea. At least I'm not in Egypt anymore. Yeah, but you're not in Canaan either. And so now you're out there somewhere stuck between hither and thither, and God is saying, I didn't call you out to leave you in this condition either. I call you out to take you through. So what is God going to do for me then, Bishop? God's going to give me a fresh strength for a new season. So what that involves is simply this. It involves a promise given, a purpose for, and a destiny in. God has given you a promise. He has a purpose for your life. You didn't die in Egypt. Whatever you've been dealing with that's been adversely affecting your life and your movement over the past several years, it didn't kill you. Oh, it wore on you. It weakened you down. It took some steam out of you, but it did not kill you. You're still alive, and you can classify yourself as a survivor. But see, you got to hear something here. Even when you was in the status of Egypt, God didn't make you just a survivor. He allowed you to survive. You were surviving as a thriver. You were surviving as someone that had been called and had been equipped to do great exploits, to do greater works. But yet in your status, you could not manifest what you were given to do. You couldn't even manifest what was promised to you because you was in another condition in life. But God in this season has changed or shifted your condition. So your condition now is not one that you're in chains or shackles, or not one that you're subservient to, but it's now one that you're now leading in and setting the example in and raising the status in, if you will, or raising the standard in. What do you mean, Bishop? God has ushered you out so he can show you up. Let us not miss our season that we're in. Let us not continue to entertain the stuff that's had us captivated and captured over the years past. You have been captivated in your mind and captured in your life. Now it's time. God has set you free. God has sent you a word of deliverance and a word of victory. And now it's time for you to go into the place that God has ordained before you were ever born that you should entertain in this season. So as I read the biography of Joseph, the Bible says, and God was with him. So every time Joseph moved, God moved. Watch this now. And every time God and Joseph moved, Joseph was getting a day closer to his entrance. Because every time him and God moved, even though he went through some things, every time him and God moved, they exited. He exited his jealous brothers in his daddy's house. What was his entrance? Into slavery. They sold him. He exited slavery. What was his interest? Into Potiphar's house. He exited Potiphar's house. What was his interest? The jailhouse. But every time he exited and entered, God was with him, and God was strengthening him, and God was encouraging him, and God was keeping him so that God could show him why he had to go through all that he went through. This is what I had for you all the time. The place called the destiny. So you have the promise, the purpose, and the destination. So when he exited the prison, we know the story. He entered a palace. What did he entertain? The promise. What was he operating in? His purpose. Where had he arrived to? His destination. How did he get there? By the strength of God. Through all that he went through, God strengthened him. It was a fresh strength for a new season.
To purchase this dynamic message, visit us online at www.edrministries.com or www.newbeginningac.com. Thank you for your purchase.